Yeah, life as a freelancer can be pretty lonely, but there are ways around it. Let's chat. Hello and welcome to Kiss My A's. My name is Emma Cownley and I am a freelance writer and a freelance loner. Today I'm going to tell you what my best tips and advice are for overcoming freelance loneliness, because it is a thing and it is an incredibly damaging thing. One survey I found showed that 40% of self-employed individuals experience loneliness, 25% feel depressed because they are lonely, and 32% of people say that they miss office banter. If you want to maintain your mental health, and let's face it, it also affects your physical health as well as your mental well-being, we gotta find a way to fucking get rid of this freelance loneliness once and for all. And lucky for you, I've got a shit ton of ways that you can do it. So let's get into them, shall we? First up, nice and easy. If you feel like you're a little bit down and it's a lonely day, go and work somewhere else. Work in a coffee shop, or my personal favourite, work at the library. Get in an environment where there are loads of other people around you and you can have the hubbub of humans and you can get on with your work. It's really nice. It's a nice thing to do. And on days when I'm feeling quite disconnected and like I've been alone in the flat for way too long, and I feel like I have to go out because I'm getting cabin fever, I head straight to the library, get some work done there. Usually I'm way more productive and I like to watch people from a distance when they can't see me. Also, I don't know if you feel this way as well. The library smells really good. I really like it. The second option you have is to pay for a co-working space. You can rent a desk somewhere, go in as if you're going to an office, and work in a room full of freelancers and small startups. It's a really great way to work up some extra business for yourself because you're surrounded by potential clients and you have access to all sorts of colleagues from all sorts of industries. It's pretty dope. It can be expensive, but there are ways that you can do it on an ad hoc basis. Just pay for single uses whenever you want to go in and use it. Pay for the day and go in and do it. Or I think that there's a place near me, I'm pretty sure, that is spread across the city that allows you to have X amount of days per month that you have and you're able to use in their office. Go once a week or twice a week or whatever and really break up that amount of time that you're spending at home alone with some quality office time. So there are options. There's a ton of co-working space companies throughout the UK, so you've got options. Hopefully there's going to be somewhere in your area, so go out and see what you can find if that's what you fancy. I personally am way too cheap for this, but I was gifted a co-working space when I left my permanent job. They thought I might be lonely, so they bought me a subscription for a year to go to a co-working space, and it was kind of nice. It helped ease the transition. They had really good tea bags at that place and it made me feel like a fancy businesswoman. The next option is kind of a mix of the two, of the free going out and working and the paid going out and working, and that is to set up working groups in your local area. So there may already be something like this in your local area, so do check on Facebook for people that meet up and all work together in a coffee shop or a pub. Maybe they rent an area or something. There are always things like this in local areas, so have a little check first, and if there's not anything, just set up your own. Put the hashtag Copywriters Unite out on Twitter and say that you're going to be working at this place at this time. Everyone's welcome, come along all together. You'll get boosted by everyone else in the UK that is a copywriter. They'll happily boost your tweet and hopefully you can get your own little gang together and all work at the same coffee shop, which is nice. It's a really nice thing to go to. I've been to one or two in my time just to quell the loneliness, and it's a pretty chill vibe, so that's always an option for you if you don't want to work alone in public and you don't want to pay for a co-working space. Do you have any client retainers, because if you do, maybe you can ask those guys if you can go and work in office when you're on the clock for them. If you work for somebody a couple of days a month, say, hey, do you mind if I come down and actually work with you guys? Might be nice. Usually I tend to work from home because I hate commuting. But if I was feeling particularly lonely or really wanted to connect with people on a certain project, I'd say, you know, let me come in and work with you guys. And then you get that little fix of office life, but you can cut it cleanly and then go home to your own nice space. So just ask. Can't hurt to ask. Networking. We've talked about it before. In fact, I think we talked about it several times. It's so beneficial. I know it's trauma, but it's really beneficial. My top recommendation for networking for freelance writers is always going to be Copywriters Unite. I think you can find them on Twitter at CopyNights, and there will be a meetup quarterly, I'm pretty sure it's quarterly, in almost every major city in the UK. And if there isn't one in your city, you can just start one. Just say that you want to do it at Copy Nights and hashtag Copywriters Unite. Everyone will boost you, get the word out, and you can start to get momentum on hosting your own Copywriters Unite. I go to them whenever I can, and I've met some really awesome people through it. And it's just a really great vibe. There's absolutely no agenda whatsoever. You show up at a pub at the set time and everyone just chats and drinks beers, and that's it. There's no scheduled speakers, there's no formalities, it's just chill. It's just a chill time, and it's a really nice way to plug back into the community. So, networking. Just go. Don't think about it, just go. So the alternative to actually going out networking is to network online, and you can do that as a copywriter every Tuesday at 11 for Content Club UK. Content Club UK is hosted by one person who posts a series of questions on any given topic, and everybody else on Twitter responds and then chats with each other about it, and it's really nice. It's just a nice way to air grievances or get into creative little situations and chat with people and just socialise really, but from the comfort of your own office. So it's kind of like networking without any of the eye contact. Funny we should mention Content Club UK. I'm friends with quite a few of those people in a Slack group, and we've recently started a Mastermind group, which is 5 of us getting together once a month to go through the best thing that happened each month and the worst thing that happened each month for all of us, and then everybody workshops what that might be. And I think a mastermind group is really valuable for getting rid of freelance loneliness, because you've got a way to connect with people that are your colleagues and workshop problems and celebrate successes, and you really get that freelance community vibe. So it's pretty straightforward and easy to set up a mastermind group. You can Google how to do it, and it will give you the instructions for how to set up meetings and agendas and how to run the first one and how it should work. And then you can just reach out to freelancers that you know from Content Club UK or from networking or from co-working spaces, and just make a plan to regularly meet each month on your fucking webcam and chat through your shit. And it's so valuable for breaking you out of your bubble and getting human contact. I love it because it's a great way to get human contact without having to be in a room with other people. And I have to say, I usually can't stop smiling when I'm doing it, even though, you know, someone's probably saying something really terrible that's happened to them that month. I'm just so pleased to see other people that I grin all the way through it. Mastermind groups, a great way to avoid freelance loneliness. And there you have it. Hopefully there are a lot of useful things that you can take away from this video to get rid of your freelance loneliness and start to socialise again without too much drama. If you've got any questions on anything I've talked about in this video here today, you can leave a comment below or find me on Twitter at EJCownley, and I'll happily chat with you there. Until then, I'll see you back here, same time, same place in 2 weeks for more Kiss My A's. Take care. Peace out.